here I have an example of what your work is going to be like as well. So I'm going to do exactly what you need to do today. The first thing is I'm going to pick two numbers between 1 and 12. So my first number is going to be 10, and my second number, my favorite number, 7. So I have the number 10 and I have the number 7. Remember, we need to put the greater number as the denominator. So which number needs to be my denominator? 10. So I'm going to write that right here in the middle square. So 10. I'm going to put my vinculum, and now I'm going to put my other number as my numerator. So the 7. So I will have 7/10. Now, let's start with our fraction bar, just like we did here. So you can see I already have the bar. I need to divide it now into 7 parts or 10 parts? 10 parts, because our denominator is how much the whole has been divided into. So a good way, like I said, if you have an even number, try to visualize where halfway on your bar would be. So I already know that's going to be 5, because half of 10 is 5. And then I can just do the rest. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, you don't need to be perfect. This is just a good representation for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's keep going. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I just need one more line down. 10. Let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Now I know that there are 10 equal parts in my whole bar. Here it says, how many do I need to shade? Well, I can look at my numerator, and I know that I need to shade 7 parts. So I'm going to actually change colors and do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stop. So I would shade, do the best I can. Woo. All 7 of them. Oh, don't want to go too far. I don't want to go into that 8. It's always important to double check your work as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now mine is a bit messy because I'm rushing to make sure that yours are nice and neat. Okay. All right. Now, how many parts did we shade? We shaded 7 parts. So I'm going to put 7 up there. Easy peasy lemon squeeze. Let's go down now to our number line. So remember, we're going to start at 0, and then this is going to be 1. Now, is my 1 going to be 7 sevens, or is it going to be 10 tenths? 10 tenths. So already I can put 10 over 10. Can you help me count from 0 in tenths? Ready? 0, 1 tenth, 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 4 tenths, 5 tenths, 6 tenths, 7 tenths, 8 tenths, 9 tenths, 10 tenths. Perfect. This is very similar if you think about our 1s becoming a 10. So it's the same thing here. So I'm going to do that trick again. 10's an even number, so I'm going to half it visually. So I know that half of 10 is 5 or 5 tenths. I'm going to put my fraction here sideways. It does not matter if your denominator is straight underneath or sideways, as long as they look either like this or this. Your vinculum can either be at a vertical or horizontal. It does not matter. We can see fractions both ways. All right, so I have my 5 tenths. So I'm going to put, help me count, 1 tenth, then this would be 2 tenths. Again, it probably isn't perfect, but at least you get the idea. This is going to be 3 tenths. And then here I have 4 tenths. Do not forget to write your denominator. I don't want to see just the numerator being represented. You need to show this whole thing. So 1 tenth, 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 4 tenths, 5 tenths, 6 tenths. I'll do this one sideways as well so it fits in. This one would be 7 tenths. Here, 8 tenths. And then last but not least, because I already put my 10 tenths, so this would be 9 tenths. Now you can already see that mine aren't perfectly equal, but what matters is that I've represented the whole. So I've gone from 0, 1 tenth, 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 4 tenths, 5 tenths, 6 tenths, 7 tenths, 8 tenths, 9 tenths, 10 tenths, which is equal to 1. Again, if you want to put your equivalent fractions underneath, so example, 5 tenths I know is the same as 1/2, you absolutely can. 2 tenths I know is the same as 1/5, because 2 divided by 2 would be 1, 10 divided by 2 would be 5, etc., etc. You can do that if you want to, but you don't have to for today. My next step now is to show how many we have selected, how much. So it would be 7 tenths. So I've changed to highlighter now. I'm 1 tenth, 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 4 tenths, 5 tenths, 6 tenths. All the way, I'm going to stop there. It's 7 tenths. Try to make it a little bit larger. Again, sorry, it's not exactly perfect. It's a bit messy, but I know that yours is going to be nice and neat today. And then here it's asking, so how much have I represented? How many parts? 7 parts of the whole. 10 is my whole thing. It's been divided into 10 parts, but I'm representing 7 of them. So 7 tenths. All right, let's go on to our unit fractions. So remember, a unit fraction always starts with a 1 in the numerator. So I'm going to have 1 numerator. My denominator is going to be 10 because it has not changed. We're representing the same fraction. So I have 1 tenth. Let's pretend that's this one. I need to add another one. Now altogether I have 2 tenths. 1 tenth plus 1 tenth is 2 tenths. So I need to add another one. Now I have another 1 tenth, so that's 3 tenths. 1 tenth, 2 tenths, 3 tenths. Keep on going. Another tenth. 1 in the numerator, 10 in the denominator. So 1 tenth, 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 4 tenths. Keep going. I'm going to put my plus sign down here so you can still see. Okay, another 1 tenth because we're still doing all of this as unit fractions. Oh, another one. Ooh, that's a very long vinculum. My apologies. I'm going to just turn that one into plus sign. 1 tenth, 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 4 tenths, 5 tenths, 6 tenths. One more. 7 tenths. I have that one. 1 tenth, 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 4 tenths, 5 tenths, 6 tenths, 7 tenths. Hooray! Remember, it's always important in maths to double check. All right, now I want to show this with my non-unit fractions. So, like I said, a good idea is to start with what you already have. So let's do 7 tenths. What would I need to add to 7 tenths to get to 7 tenths? Well, 0 tenths. 0 tenths. All right, now I'm going to count down. So let's try now with 7, count down. So 6 tenths. How much would I have to add to 6 tenths to get to 7 tenths? Well, I can use my number line here. I would just need to add 1 tenth. Okay. Let's see, let's do 6, let's do 5/10. How much would I have to add 5/10 to get to my 7/10? What did I hear? Exactly, 2/10. 2/10. All right, 7/10, 6/10, counting backwards, 5/10. Ooh, 4/10. Let's do this one. 4/10. What would I have to add to get to 7/10? Again, I can use my number line. That'd be 1/10, 2/10, 3/10. 4 plus 3, of course, is 7. And we don't add our denominator. Then I could go to 3/10, but we're going to use our law of commutativity here, so I already have it. 2/10 I already have, and 1/10 I already have. If you're feeling extra challenging today, you could also do more than one. So maybe I might do 3/10 plus, I'm partitioning my 6/10, plus another 3/10, because I know that that's 6/10, plus what? Plus another 10. Ooh, 1/10. That would also be equal to 7/10. So if you just want to use 2 non-unit fractions today, that's fine. If you want an extra challenge and use more than one, you might need to use a unit fraction as well. Absolutely fine. For example, this one we could partition into 2/10 plus 2/10 plus 3/10. Or even this one, another 3/10 and 2/10. So see what numbers you can partition. Or it could be 5/10 plus 1/10 plus 1/10. So you can do a combination if you'd like. The most important part is that you know now that when we add fractions with the same denominator, the only part that we add together and that we really look at is our numerator. And I hope that now you've seen how we can represent fractions in many, many different ways. Again, these are only 4 ways, but there are endless possibilities of how we can represent our fractions. So have fun with this. I know you're going to do an excellent job with this, and see you tomorrow.